Okay, so you know how we're always talking about AI and how it's changing everything?
Yeah, it feels like it's everywhere these days.
Right. Well, this is one of those stories that just makes you realize how important it's getting, and honestly, kind of scary too. So my friend Sarah, she's like super tech savvy, right? Like really good with computers, knows her way around the internet.
Yeah.
But even she got hit with this crazy fraud thing. Imagine waking up at like 3 a.m.
Ugh, the worst time to wake up.
Right. You're in Ohio, sound asleep, and then bam, you get this alert from your bank. They're asking if you just bought a jet ski.
A jet ski?
Yeah, a jet ski in Brazil
No way.
while she was sleeping in Ohio. And the worst part, her savings just gone, like poof, vanished.
Oh, wow, that's rough. Makes you feel kind of vulnerable, right? Like, if it could happen to her, it could happen to anyone.
Exactly. And it turns out it's way more common than you'd think. Every 2 seconds, someone's losing money to fraud. It's like this constant, invisible battle happening online.
It's mind-boggling, the scale of it. But here's the thing that kind of blew my mind when I started looking into it. AI is becoming this, like, secret weapon in this fight. It's working behind the scenes during every single transaction to try and catch these fraudsters before they can even do any damage.
Yeah, that was my reaction too. Like Sarah's story freaked me out, but then I started learning about how AI is being used in fintech, all the financial stuff online.
Right.
And honestly, it's pretty amazing. Like AI is getting really good at spotting these tiny little clues that a transaction might be shady, even stuff that humans might miss.
It's like having this superpowered detective on your side, constantly watching your back.
Exactly. So today, we're going to do a deep dive into how AI is revolutionizing fraud detection, how it actually works, some real-life stories of it in action, and, why it matters so much for all of us.
Because at the end of the day, it's about protecting our money.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Welcome to Zana AI. So for those of us who aren't, like, computer geniuses, can you break down how AI is actually fighting fraud? Like, what's the big deal here?
So think about how they used to catch fraud. It was all based on, like, really basic rules. Big purchase. Okay, maybe flag that. Buying something from a different country. All right, let's take a closer look. But the problem is, the criminals got wise to those rules. They figured out ways to sneak around them.
Ah, so it's like a cat and mouse game.
Totally. But AI changes the game completely because instead of just following those basic rules, it learns. It can analyze mountains of data, like past transactions, and start to spot patterns.
So it's figuring out what's normal and what's not.
Exactly. So let's say you always buy your coffee at the same place every morning, and then suddenly you're trying to buy like a ton of gold bars online at 3 a.m.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty suspicious.
Right. The AI would pick up on that because it's so different from your usual behavior. It's like, wait a minute, this doesn't fit the pattern. Red flag.
Wow, so it's almost like it knows you better than you know yourself.
In a way, yeah. It could do this incredibly fast, like way faster than any human could. We're talking milliseconds.
So it's like having this super speedy bodyguard for your money.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And that's just one way AI is fighting fraud. There's also this thing called behavioral biometrics, which is kind of wild.
Okay, what's that?
So basically, the AI looks at how you interact with your device, like how you type, how you move your mouse, even how long you hesitate between clicks. And get this, everyone has a unique pattern. It's like a digital fingerprint.
That's so cool. So it can tell if it's really you using your account.
Exactly. And then there's the ability for AI to look at the big picture, like where you are, what you're buying, the website you're on, and tons of other factors all at once. It's like having this superpowered detective who could see all the angles.
All right, so we've got the theory, but how about some real-life examples? Like, are there any companies that are using AI to fight fraud in really effective ways?
Oh yeah, tons. One that comes to mind is Monzo, a bank in the UK. They built this AI system they call Iris. Yeah, Iris. And what Iris does is basically create a unique money fingerprint for each customer based on their spending habits. And the results have been amazing. They've reduced account takeovers, where someone else hacks into your account, by something like 97%.
97%. That's insane. So it's almost like having this invisible shield protecting your account.
Exactly. And the best part is, most customers don't even realize it's happening. It just works seamlessly in the background.
Okay, so that's one amazing example. Any others?
Oh, for sure. JPMorgan Chase, the huge bank.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
They've got this AI system called SAURUS, which is all about being proactive. It tries to spot fraud before it even happens.
Wait, how is that even possible?
So they noticed that criminals would often make these small, seemingly harmless transactions first, just to test the waters, see if an account is vulnerable, before they go for the big score.
So it's like a reconnaissance mission.
Exactly. And SAURUS learned to recognize these early warning signs. And guess what? Within 6 months, they saw a 43% drop in losses from this type of fraud.
Wow, that's a huge difference. So it's like AI is learning the criminal's playbook and shutting them down before they can even make a move.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. And that's the really exciting thing about AI. It's constantly learning and adapting, which is super important because, the fraudsters are always coming up with new tricks.
It's like an arms race, but with AI, we're finally starting to get ahead.
Exactly. It's giving us a real fighting chance in this digital world.
This is so reassuring, honestly, like knowing that there's this technology out there working 24/7 to protect our money.
Yeah, it's kind of like having a whole team of super smart security guards watching over your accounts every second of every day.
So we've covered a lot of ground here. Can we do a quick recap of the key takeaways just to make sure everyone's on the same page?
Sure thing. So bottom line, AI is having a massive impact on how we detect and prevent fraud, especially in the financial world. It's super fast, it's incredibly smart, and it's being used by tons of companies like Monzo, MasterCard, you name it.
Right. And we've seen some pretty amazing results, right? Like companies like JPMorgan Chase and PayPal have significantly reduced their fraud losses thanks to AI.
Absolutely. And it's not just about stopping fraud that's already happening. AI can actually predict fraud before it occurs, which is pretty mind-blowing.
And it's important to remember, AI isn't working alone, right? It's most effective when it's combined with human expertise. It's like a tag team effort.
Exactly. You need the speed and analytical power of AI, but you also need human intuition and experience to really make the best decisions.
And ultimately, this all translates into more peace of mind for us, the everyday people using our money online. Whether it's preventing a suspicious purchase or catching identity theft, AI is there, working in the background to keep us safe.
It's like having this invisible shield, constantly protecting you from all sorts of digital threats.
And the crazy thing is the technology is just getting better and better. Like, they're even developing AI that can detect stress in your voice during a bank call, which is just wild.
Yeah, the future of fraud detection is looking pretty exciting and definitely more secure.
So if you're as fascinated by all this AI stuff as we are, come join the Zana AI community. It's a great place to stay up to date on all the latest developments in AI, cybersecurity, and, just making sure your digital life is safe and sound.
We're all about making this complex stuff easy to understand and, actually relevant to your life.
Exactly. So hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next deep dive into the world of tech. And if you enjoyed learning about how AI is kicking fraud's butt, give us a like.
And definitely comment below, let us know what you think. Or even if you just want to say hi, we love hearing from you.
All right, so here's the big takeaway for everyone today. Think of AI as your invisible bodyguard in the digital world. Combine that with your own common sense, like actually paying attention to those bank alerts, and you've got a pretty solid defense against fraud. As Einstein once said, in the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. And AI is a huge opportunity for us to really tackle this problem of online fraud head on.
It's about empowering ourselves with knowledge and the right tools to stay safe.
So stay safe out there, stay smart, and remember, AI's got your back.
Well said. Until next time, everyone.
Take care.
Bye.